What's up guys, this is a quick video on the Victure PC650 wireless security camera. So right guys, this actual video is on how to connect to the Wi-Fi and how to connect to the IPC360 Pro app. So first of all, I just want to let you know I bought this from Amazon and I paid $29.99. And what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below just in case if you need any more information or if you want to actually buy one. So right guys, the first thing we need to do is fit the micro SD card. So I'm going to use this micro SD card, which is a SanDisk Extreme Plus. It's a 64GB class 10 card. So what we need to do is get the camera. I'll just put the light on. So if you can see down there, there's the factory reset button, and underneath there's a slot. So get the micro SD card, turn it this way and put it into the slot, and now push it into place until it clicks into place. Now that's clicked into place and that's ready. So the next thing we need to do is fit the power supply. I'm going to use a power bank for the time being. Fit that on there. I'm just going to turn this on. So the red light's on now, so it's powering up, it's going to calibrate itself. And the next thing we're going to do is download the app. So if you've got an iOS device, you're going to go to the App Store. If you've got an Android device, you're going to go to Google Play. So right, it's just calibrating itself now. So open up the App Store or Google Play, and what you want to type in is IPC360 Pro. So this is what the app actually looks like. So I'll show you that now. So make sure you download the right one. There's another one which is IPC360, and this one is the IPC360 Pro. So download that. Once you've downloaded it, it will bring you to this menu system here. So it's asking you to sign in, but you have to sign up first. So if you can see down here it says sign up, press that. So when you get to this menu system, first of all, make sure your country is right. Mine says United Kingdom. That's right. Next thing you want to do is type in your email address. So type that in wherever it is, .com or whatever. Next thing you want to do is press obtain. Once you press obtain, what it will do is it'll send you an email to your email address which you've put here, the verification code, which is a set of numbers. Once you get the numbers, just click onto here and type in the numbers. Once you've done that, make sure this is ticked up here and then go to next. Once you've gone to next, it'll take you to the next menu system, and that will ask you to set up a password. So once you've set your password up, it'll ask you to confirm it. Once you've confirmed it, it'll let you into the system. Right, so I've already done that, so I'm going to log in now and show you what you have to do next. So next it'll bring you to this menu system here. So first of all, we need to go to the top here where the plus mark is and hit that. Now here it's asking you what type of camera you want to connect. If it's a normal camera or is it a battery camera. So ours is a normal camera. Now it's asking you, telling you that IPC360 Pro would like to access your camera, so okay. So now it's trying to do the QR code. We need to find the code, which is at the bottom. QR code, if I can find it. So once you've done that, it will bring you to this stage here. So here it's telling you to turn on the power and confirm that the camera indicator light is flashing red slowly. So that's what we need to do now and make sure that's happening. So it seems to be flashing very slowly, if you can see that. So we'll go to next now. Here it's asking us to enter the Wi-Fi password. So here you've got a choice of connecting up to 2.4 or to 5 gigahertz. So what we'll do here is it's trying to connect up to 2.4 gigahertz. We'll change the Wi-Fi, and it's telling you how to do it. So what we need to do is go to settings. Once you get to settings, what you want to do, if you can see here, it says Wi-Fi, hit that, and then turn it off, turn it on, and now it's connecting up to my 5 gigahertz on the router box. So next I'm going to go back to the app, and here if you see that it's changed now to 5 gigahertz. So whatever way you do it, even if it's with 2.4 gigahertz or if it's with 5 gigahertz, you'll do the same thing here. Right, here you need to add your password from the back of the router box, so go and copy that, but make sure it's exactly the same. So right, I'm going to do that, and then we'll go to the next procedure after that. So once you've done that, now it's talking to the camera. So now it's communicating with the camera and the router box, and they're all linking up together and connecting. So right, it's connected to the camera. So it's asking us if we heard the camera make a noise, so we press yes and next. Now we have to wait 69 seconds for it to all link up and connect up.
Camera ready.
Right, the camera's ready now, and it's asking us to name the device. So you can name it baby room, living room, dining room, whatever you want basically, you can just name it there. So you could name it your child's name. So we'll just put in living room for now. So next we'll come here, and now what it wants to do is it wants to do a panoramic view. And what that means is it wants to do a 360 view. And what it'll do is it'll take up to so many, I think it's 15 pictures, and in a circle, and what it'll do, it'll put it together and it'll make a picture like this, and I'll show you the reason why afterwards. So I'm going to let it do that now by pressing next. So I'm just going to I will move out of the way once it comes this way so it can take some pictures. So as you notice, it's starting to take quite a few pictures. So right, it actually takes 21 pictures. So what it's done now is put all them pictures together, and it's made this panoramic view.
Panoramic view.
So right,
Panoramic view.
the microphone's on, we're getting feedback. I'm just going to turn sound off. So right, I've turned the sound on now, off now. See if I can get that light out of the way. So right, the next step we need to do, I'm just going to press OK here. If you can see that, it's giving us a picture of what it can see now. So this footage, what we're seeing now, is live footage. So I'm explaining this for a reason, and you'll understand why shortly. So if I put my hand in front of it, you can see that it's a live view. It's just went to night vision because I covered it up, and it's turned back to colour now. So at the bottom here, I'm going to start from here. This is the sound for the camera, what you can hear. Next to that, we've got the camera sign. So like I said, this is a live footage. If something was happening and you wanted to suddenly take a picture, you can press this button and it will take a picture and save it into your gallery. But here it's just asking us permission if it's allowed to. We say yeah, okay. So like I said, you just press the camera sign and it will take a picture and save it in your album. Next to that, we've got this microphone sign, and if you want to speak to somebody, your child, all you need to do is press this button here and talk through the microphone, and it will speak through the camera. So you just press it down like this. It's asking for permission to use the microphone. Okay. So if you press this down, and you can talk into it now, and you can say, listen, behave yourself, or else I'm going to come up there. Right, that's how you talk. Right, after that, we've got the video sign here. And if we press that, like I said, this is live footage. If something was happening and you wanted to record something live, you'd press this and it'll start recording now. So it's actually recording a video of the live footage at this moment in time. So if you want to stop it, you press this pause button, and then that will save it to your album. So like I said, just press the record button and then press it again. That'll stop it, but it said it was too short anyway. After that, we've got this A here, and if we hit that, it gives you automatic, standard definition or high definition. So make sure you hit high definition, guys, because we want the best picture quality we can get. Right, after that, we've got if you look here, there's a table here, a timetable, and it's set at 12:45 at the moment, and it's basically, this is the timeline of where it's recording on the micro SD card in the camera. So anything what's recording on a micro SD card will be shown here in blue. So if you was to go and check the footage out, what you'd do is you'd slide this back and this will play the playback now. So this footage, what we're going to see is playback now. So this is when it was calibrating while I was talking, so it's giving us a playback from there. So as soon as you put the micro SD card into the camera and it's calibrated itself, it starts recording onto it instantly. So that's to stop the sound. So if you wanted to take a picture of the playback, you just press this button and it'll take a picture, which is the camera sign. After that, you press the video sign if you want to start a video recording, and that'll record the video on it. And if you press pause, that'll stop recording. So right, that's that. So we'll just get back to the live footage now. So just turn the sound off again. So above there, like I showed you, that was a timeline. And if you see there, there's the date, actual date for the time and time. And if we press the arrow button, what it will do is it'll open this table up, so you can pick whatever day if you want to go back to view something what you previously recorded. So right above there, if you can see that, that's the panoramic view, what it took loads of pictures of, which were 21 pictures, and it did that for a reason, like I said. So if you're watching the footage now, I'll see if I can get everything in. If you're watching the footage now and suddenly you wanted to go to a certain spot quickly without messing about and moving it, and I'll show you how to move it in a minute, this panoramic view, you can just tap here and it will automatically go to that one spot what you just tapped. So I'll show you that again. If I tap here, that was in front of me, and then after that we can go basically anywhere. So that's a quick way of navigating around the system itself, so you can get to places quick. Like I said, you can do that from the camera, from the screen as well. You can zoom in and out. You can move the camera by sliding it. You can tilt it up and down. There's another way of moving around as well. If you double tap on a certain part of the screen, it will move it to the middle. So if I double tap there, it should move it there. So if I double tap there, it should move it there. So you can zoom in and out as well, like I said. So it'll even tilt as well. So basically that's the best way to really move around, I think. Instead of it flicking about and doing all that stuff, it's a little bit of messing about. So if I press there, it should move to there. If I press here, if I press up here, that's pretty good, that actually. So right guys, that's how you navigate. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I can show you. That's the time and the telephone. So if there's an emergency or an alert, it'll get in touch with you. I've not used that yet, so I can't really show you much on that yet. But if you turn this sideways, it should give you a full screen of the full view. And like I said again, you can just move around simply by tapping. So that's that. Just quickly thinking what else can I show you. That's everything on here. So if I press back here, it will bring us back out to this menu system. So here it's offering us you have a free cloud service available package. Activate now. That's up to you. That's a paid service, but I think they will allow 7 days trial, and after that they'll charge you a monthly fee. So I'm going to ignore that. So right, this is the main page, which is called my device. So I'll quickly go around here. So on here, this is for encrypting your footage. Next to that you got the cloud service, like we just got then. Next to that we got the bell sign. If we hit that, that's for motion detection, so we'll turn that on. We'll alert sound, we'll turn that on. Alarm time and activity, we'll hit that. And basically on this menu here, the sensitivity is set to number 4. You can set it from 0 to number 5, so it's set on number 4 as standard. And then on top of that we've got different times where you can set the alerts. So you can set it during the day from 8 till 6, or you can set it from 6 till 8 in the evening, or you can have it the whole day, or you can customize it. So basically you can set your own time whenever you want your alerts. So I'll just come out of that. After that we've got this symbol here, and that's to share your camera with other family members. So you just go to the plus mark on the top, and then you can add an account. I've not used this feature yet, so I can't really tell you much. And next to that we've got the gear sign, which is the settings. So here you can rename the camera. Next we can share the camera with other family members, like I just showed you before. Underneath that you can encrypt your video footage so nobody can view it. You've got shooting angles, you've got horizontal or vertical. You can change that depending on if you mount it upside down, it'll turn the footage the right way up. Status light, that's the actual light what actually flashes, you know, like it was doing red before. And basically you can turn the light on and off. So if you want to not let people know that your camera's on and you're recording, you can turn the status light off so people won't know. So the alert, which I showed you before, was a motion detection. We've already seen that. After that we've got the volume. So here we've got the camera speaker volume. So when I pressed the mic and I was speaking through it, that was a speaker for that camera. So you can turn the volume up and down. Underneath there we've got camera notification volume. So what that is basically if an alert comes or anything like that, this actual camera starts making a noise. So you can turn the volume up and down. When you turn it down, it basically turns it off. So the best thing to do is to turn that off, because you don't want anybody else to know if it's on or you're getting notifications. Underneath there you got the camera microphone volume, and you can turn that up and down, and that's everything on here. So after that we've got language and time zone, so that's simple enough. Encryption mode to encrypt your footage, SD card recording settings. So here you can set it to daytime recording from 8 till 6 again, or you can have it in the evening from 6 till 8, or the whole day you can record it or customize it to a certain time. So right, you can record storage mode, so you can set it on storage, continuously store, or only event store. So what that means, it'll continuously record, or event storage means if it notices any kind of alerts, it'll just come on and record them only. We've got video storage location, so here you can set it to your micro SD card to be stored on there, or you can have the cloud service, which is a paid service, or you can share it with your micro SD card and the cloud service. It's down to your preference. So after that we've got cloud storage settings, which is similar to the SD card storage settings. After that we've got change router, so that's simple enough. If you want to set up a new router with it, you can change the device name and password there. So device information is the details on the camera, your IP address and all the rest of that. Your memory card information, which is important. Here it tells you that your status is normal for your micro SD card. Underneath it tells you your total capacity, and finally at the bottom it says format your micro SD card. So you should always format your micro SD card before recording onto the camera, because it can start recording but it can get encrypted and you'll end up losing all your footage. So make sure you format it within the camera itself. So after that we've got firmware upgrade, so that'll tell you when you do a firmware upgrade, and you'll upgrade it from there. Reboot camera, what that will do, it'll turn the camera off, and it will turn back on, and it will recalibrate itself and set itself up. Refresh settings information, basically it'll put it back to factory settings if you change things. And then underneath there we've got delete camera, which will delete this camera if you're having any issues and problems, and can reset up again, or if you get a new one and replace this one or anything like that. So after that, if you can see up here, we've got a dustbin sign. Just be careful, that will delete the camera as well. And finally on the top here we've got a plus sign, and if you hit the plus sign you can add further cameras. So you could add up to about, I think, 10 cameras, and you'd add them the same way as we added the first one, and they'd all be lined up one after the other here, so you can check them individually. So on the bottom it says my device, and like I said, this is my device here in front of you. This is that page. Next to that we've got the album. So here we've got total of 6 items. So if I hit that, we've got the footage from before, which is a pretty good clear footage. This is when it was doing the panoramic pictures. So that was a picture what it actually took. So this is the playback footage. I'm thinking turn the sound down on that. So you can turn it sideways as well. You can zoom in and out. I'm sure you can zoom in and out. No, it doesn't allow you to zoom in and out, this one. So right, that's all your footage and your album and your pictures, anything you've recorded, that's where you can check them out. So on the bottom here we've got alerts, you can hit that as well. So it's telling you here there's the living room, and I'm just checking out to see if there's any alerts. There was one alert, there's a couple of alerts, and this is when it noticed something is taking the footage and recorded it and giving you the time and the date as well. So I'm just going to come out of there. So that was the alerts. Underneath here we've got another settings here. So we've got message settings, so where they send you messages, feedback, where you can leave feedback, and then you've got help. If you go to help, it's pretty good, guys. This is pretty good information. So if you get stuck at any point, it's got all the information like a manual here, so you can register and log in. You've got your main page for your camera. It even tells you how to add a camera, so it gives you all the information here, how to connect it up wirelessly or with a hard wire. And it's like I said, it's got all that information there. Play the video. That's another view I've not shown you yet because I don't know how to use that properly, but I'll try that in a minute. After that, you've got about, that's the information about the camera and the software and the IP address. Clear archive, that's simple enough, it clears it. Modify password, that's to change your password. Delete the account if it's been compromised and you need to set it up again. And finally, underneath you've got the voice access, which I've not used yet, so I can't say anything about it. Finally, you've got log out. This is how you log out the app, and then when you have to log back in, you have to put in your password and stuff. Personally, if it's on your tablet or if it's on your iPhone or Android device, what I do is basically I just close it. I don't log out, and then when I want to go back into it, I just hit the app and it automatically takes me back in without having to log in and put the password and stuff like that in. Right, I'm just going to go back to my device again, which is the main page again. If you want to go back to the camera, you just hit this spot here anywhere, and that will take you back to the camera. So this is the live footage now. Another thing here, if you can see here, all this blue mark here, this is everywhere where your micro SD card is recorded. Like I said before, you can go back and forwards to any point to view anything on the micro SD card. But remember, what's recorded on the micro SD card is stored on the camera only. It's not stored on the tablet or the phone device you've got. If you want to save that separately, like I showed you before, you'd have to play it back and take pictures or record and do what you have to save it if you want to save it, or else it will re-record over itself once it's full. So right, I think that's everything I can show you on here, guys. If you turn it sideways, which I didn't show you, there's a camera sign here. I'll get the light out of the way, and you can take pictures from there. If I press this top thing, it seems to be calibrating or something. Yep, it recalibrates your camera, so it sets everything up. And I just noticed an alert. Like I said, the camera actually makes a notification alert, so if it's in the child's bedroom, or if you set it up somewhere where it's as a security camera, you want to turn that off straight away so nobody knows. I did get the sound on the tablet as well, but yeah, let me just move this out of the way and get a better view, because you don't want to look at me. Right, there's another thing on the menu system here, if you can see that. That puts it into a view like this. It's like a 360 view. It's a pretty mad view actually. It's like a curved view. I do like it, but I find it difficult to move around. I've not quite sussed how to use it yet, if you know what I mean. But I don't know, I think there might be the panoramic view with the 15, or was it 21 pictures, and it must flip through each picture and take you to that certain spot really fast. So right, that was that view. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? So you can still zoom in and out that way as well. So I'm going to put it back the normal way. And right guys, I don't think there's much else I can show you. If you can see there in orange, all your notifications are there in the bottom. And like I said, turn it off the camera straight away. It's going to keep your child up. So right guys, I hope this helps somebody out who's thinking about buying one, or who's got one and is having problems connecting up. So right guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye.